All right, everything looks to be in order. Everything is good. Cohagen, yo, what is going on? Let me go ahead and do my official intro before we get started, everyone, because I believe I also have a My Hero Academia chapter as well. Let me just double check on that real quick just to be sure before we get started. All right, should be 294. And we do in fact have a My Hero Academia chapter. Just checking. Nick the Jabroni, what is going on? So, let's get it started. It's 11:10. Let's get to it. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here. It is such an honor and privilege to be a YouTuber that you guys come to watch for my One Piece reactions and pretty much anything else that I do on this channel as a whole. But for my One Piece chapters, I always try my best to make sure you guys have a wonderful experience while you're here. We are on chapter 998, ladies and gentlemen. That leaves 2 chapters until we get to 1,000 for One Piece. We are almost there. Now, mind you, it has already been said that Oda went on break, so we may not reach 1,000 chapters. But let's go ahead and get into this chapter. Chapter 998, Ancient Types. Now, the moment I see this, I automatically think of Zoans, because we've heard of mythical types, and we've heard of ancient types. You know, Jack, and King, and Queen, and Drake, and Page 1, and all these other people who have dinosaur-type devil fruits. Now I'm anxious to read what this is. And who do we have here on the cover page? Let me acknowledge everyone. Cohagen, Nick the Jabroni, the Anime Juke, Kawaii Hana, and CJ. It's good to see all of you here. I need my podcast on this snowy day. You got snow? It is 70 degrees over here in North Carolina. What the heck? I would gladly take your snow. Give it to me. Give me a reason for my store to say, don't worry about coming in because we're all snowed out. Give me that. Here it's sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. It is bright. I would happily take your snow day. 1,000 so close. Yes, we are. But here we have on a front page someone we have not seen on a cover page request ever since he came up to the people who were on the moon. Reader request, Eneru kicking back and listening to the music with a cat by X5Go. This is I think this is the second time. It's about 3 inches outside. I'll take any amount of snow overall. But I think this is the second time we've seen Eneru in a cover page request since the first time we saw him in a cover page request talking to the people that were on the moon. I don't think we've seen another one where Eneru was in any other cover page requests. I don't think. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but if not, then this is the second time we've seen him. And seeing Eneru just chilling with a cat, you know, not being subservient to it, because the cat has its arm wrapped around him, and he's just laying back chilling. The cat is even drooling off to the side, and Eneru doesn't even seem to be bothered by it. This is the most peaceful we've seen Eneru at all. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next chapter. Chapter 998, Ancient Types. Now remember, in the last chapter, Kaido caused the entire island of Onigashima, and I've actually been curious about how I say Onigashima. Is it Onigashima or is it Onigashima, where you pronounce the ga more than all the other letters in that name? I've been wondering if I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Is it Onigashima or is it Onigashima? Is that how it's supposed to be said? Someone else will correct me on that. But last time, Kaido caused it to fly, and now it's making its way to the flower capital. But getting back to it, huh? Onigashima is flying? And it's not falling? Kaido can do that? But also, what is Marco the Phoenix doing here? Whose side is he on? And then it has Chopper being enveloped in Marco's flames, it looks like. Yeah! Chopper! Hey, and then Brook is looking at him like, Brook and Zoro immediately tried to aim for Marco. Let me just say this right now. Y'all are not on Marco's level. Don't even try it. They immediately tried to attack Marco because it looks like Marco set Chopper on fire. Does it feel hot?
Huh? Strange. I'm burning, but I don't have burns. The fire's just at the right temperature to hold back the virus.
And then it has Dr. Chopper. Hey, it's the little squirrel girl and the goat that's with the minks. They're there? Dr. Chopper.
Oh, Misagi, Tristan.
It's Miyagi. Mink Dr. Miyagi and Mink Nurse Tristan.
We're ready to produce more. This way. Hurry.
Because, he's a goat.
We want to help. Great, I can actually focus on making medicine in the tower.
And then some ice Oni in covered dudes all try to bear down on Tristan and Miyagi.
Oh no, a pack of ice Oni. Run away, you two!
They'll all need it one way or another. And that's Marco speaking. Phoenix Fire Apple! Yo, what did Marco just do? Marco just covered the whole area in nothing but flames! Phoenix Fire Apple! Is that supposed to be a play on words like pineapple? Because, when people think of Marco, they think his head is like a pineapple with that little tuft of hair. Phoenix Fire Apple. And he just covers the whole area in fire. And everyone's screaming, yeah, it burns! It burns. It's actually not that hot. I can feel the chill melting away. Where am I? And Omasa, he said his name. Why did I call him Omashi? I was thinking of Omashu. I'm thinking of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I need to watch the whole thing. I got the Blu-ray. I got to look through that again. Where am I? Boss Omasa's conscious again! Okay, let me make sure I'm reading this right. There. I've got their body heat back up like you said. But if they run out of stamina, they'll turn right back into those monsters.
Thanks! Are you alright, Miyagi?
Wacko, Yakko, and Dot? Marco? What does he think he's doing here? You stay out of this! Hey! Steal those antibodies back! On the double! You know the enemy isn't going to bother saving you! Oh, you think so?
Thank you, I can use this moment of respite to produce a bunch of antibodies!
And there's Marco again. Alright, I think I've got a handle on the situation here. Hey, Roronoa, I'll fly you up to the roof if you want. You guys aren't meant to be slumming it against these no-names, yeah? But we need to help Chopper. Don't worry, Skeleton. We'll keep your raccoon dog friend safe. No one can get the fact that Chopper is a reindeer. Mink, hello, nurse. Good night, everybody. Don't worry, Skeleton. We'll keep your raccoon dog friend safe. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Wait up, you're not going anywhere. It's Apu! He's getting up. What the heck? Shut the door! Give back those antibodies. My life is over if I don't get them back. He's a tough one. And then all of a sudden... Oh, it's Drake! Drake goes full Allosaurus and catches Apu in his teeth. Diaz Drake! Former Tobiropo! Dragon fruit, ancient type, Allosaurus model. Drake? So he's on the enemy side? He grabs Apu and just drops him on the ground. If you're capable of seeing me as a true ally, then go and leave this to me. Well, at least you've got a talent for picking the winning horse, says Roronoa. Wow, Drake just came in and stopped Apu from moving any further. On the 4th floor, we still got Luffy and Jinbei fighting. Perhaps Sanji sensed a powerful foe and is keeping them down on the 3rd floor back off our back. Oh, okay. I've still got a lot to learn about color of observation. And then, because there's a lot of Beast Pirate gifters where Jinbei and Luffy are. Seems the same is true for this floor. We'll need one of us to stay here. I'll make sure there's an opening. Keep going, Luffy. Then in the right brain tower, central hallway, General! Launcher! And it shows Frankie going up against the armor division that is Sasaki is in charge of. And he's just using his missile against against Sasaki's men. That's enough, boys. Make way. And something hits Frankie with enough force to knock over General Frankie. Huh? Whoa! Oh, snap! Yo! Sasaki is a Zoan type! I've had enough of you. Master Sasaki, get him for us! A Triceratops? Tobiropo Sasaki, Dragon Fruit, Ancient type Triceratops model. So, in fitting with his armored division aesthetic, Sasaki is a Zoan user with the form of a Triceratops. He can turn into a Triceratops. Triceratops. You see how easy that'll just mess me up when I get excited? Sasaki is a 3-horn if you are the Land Before Times fan. He's got black horns and he's got multiple fringes as well. Multiple horned fringes around his back plate a little bit. I don't know what type of Triceratops that is, but it's not like your average one. His has multiple bone spikes on the outside fringe of the skull. But he's a full-on Triceratops. I feel like Sasaki's going to be the real true test of General Frankie's durability. A Triceratops? You can't do any damage now, robot. So you're a dinosaur. Give up. I'm the most powerful kind of animal that ever existed. Banquet hall, 3rd floor. He's getting away. He's not. There's no escape. Hey, wait for us. Don't run away. And it shows Sanji running away. And it shows Sanji running away from the people who are working with Black Maria. Not so fast. Why are you running? Huh? And Sanji looks at these women who are attacking him. What the heck? I thought you said you loved me. Black Maria is a Zoan type as well, but she's an ancient type as well. Stay here forever, darling. I'll keep you as a pet. What the heck is she? Okay, she's an ancient spider type. Black Maria, Tobiropo Black Maria, Spider Fruit, ancient type, Rosamigale Grauvageli model. I don't even know how to say that. Triceratops did have spikes on the collar, but those are greatly exaggerated. For Sasaki, yeah. But Black Maria is a Rosamigale Grauvageli. I don't even know how to say that properly. I don't even know what type of genus that is, but she's an ancient spider type. Have we ever seen spider type? Good luck trying to read Black Maria. Rosamigale Grauvageli. Rosamigale Grauvageli. That's how I'm going to say it. But, she's an ancient spider type. I believe we've seen one type of spider type, and that was with Vice Admiral something Megumi or something. One of the Vice Admirals that uses his hair like spider limbs and stuff like that. I think he's a spider Zoan type, but he just uses it for his hair. But she's a full-on spider type. I've got to get out of here, but no matter which way I look, women! What is this place? Heaven? There's something wrong with this. What is this place? Heaven? There's something wrong with this guy. Hello, glad to be here. Welcome! Yes, we have seen spider types in the Navy. I know. That's that one specific spider type I know of. But she's an ancient spider type. And then we have Big Cat Cafe, 4th floor. Holy crap! All of the Tobiropo are ancient types! Well, great. Straw Hat's gone on and he's sure to bother Kaido now. Would you stop picking on my subordinates? Have a little pride, former warlord of the sea. Tobiropo, who's who? Cat fruit, ancient type, saber-toothed tiger model. So, okay, so Frankie is facing off against Sasaki, who's a Triceratops. Sanji's facing off against Black Maria, who's a Rosamigal Grauvogeli ancient type spider. And now Jinbei has to face off against who's who is a saber-toothed tiger and his whole cat-themed squad. That one woman standing there, you know, the one in the cat suit with the fishnets smiling off to the side. Very nice. But yeah, who's who is a straight-up saber-toothed tiger, and he is huge. I'd prefer my prestigious title, Helmsman of the Straw Hat Crew. Oh, pardon me. I only thought of that because I saw you once when you were a warlord. Well, that doesn't matter. Maybe if I saw your face, I'd recognize you. Too bad you'll never see it. Guys, it's a cat versus fish. This is a straight-up cat versus fish fight. I like that who's who still smokes. Yeah, he's got to keep up with his theme. And then we have outside of the Onigashima Dome, or is it Onigashima Dome? Ah, 2 dinosaurs! Then we have Page 1 and Ulti, who is finally shown in her full Pachycephalosaurus form. They're enemies, Tobiropo! And they come bursting through the wall. Tobiropo, Page 1, Dragon Fruit, Ancient Type, Spinosaurus model. Then we have Tobiropo Ulti, Dragon Fruit, Ancient Type, Pachycephalosaurus model. Where did they go?
I'll split that woman's skull in two!
And then we're in the storeroom. Storeroom inside the dome. No one will come in here.
What is this thing?
A statue of a dragon. In the past, it was placed at the entrance to the island, but my friend destroyed it, so they discarded the statue here.
Friend?
Yes, a man who came here long ago to kill my father. Oh! 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 We know who that shadow belongs to! Oh! 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 It is Ace! Ace came to Wano to kill Kaido! Ooh! And we don't get a chapter until the 20th. The 20th is next week. Yo! Okay, so the thing is, this statue here, it shows the statue with a massive melted punch spot in its face. And I guess since Ace did that, they removed it and put it underground in the basement. Yo! A man who came here years ago to kill my father. Yo! Are we gonna find out how Yamato knows Ace back in the past? Are we finally gonna acknowledge when she mentioned his name? Next chapter, next week? We're not going on break, we're getting a new chapter next week. Are we finally about to find out how Yamato knows Ace? And what was Ace doing on Onigashima and even Wano in general? Are we gonna find out? More about Ace's history, about the stuff that always is the most interesting for One Piece is the stuff that we don't see. So finding out that Ace was here and at what time period was Ace exploring Wano and everything? Wow. In this chapter, Oda is like, kids, today we are going to be learning about ancient animals. Yeah, because now we see that every single one of the Tobiropo all have devil fruits. Because I wondered this when we first met them. When we first were introduced to them, when they were first introduced, I was wondering, wow, I wonder what they could be. I wonder what they could be. But now, we see that they're ancient types. At the same time, I feel like Black Maria is the only one who is not a full Zoan. I believe she's a gifter because the spider part of her, it has a face at the bottom with an open mouth and it's got a tongue hanging out. So that makes me believe that out of everyone who is a full Zoan, Black Maria is the only one who is not full Zoan. Either that or that's just a face painted on there. Because when it shows her, it shows like an actual mouth on the spider itself. And it's looking down at Sanji. But here's the chapter where we get introduced to all of the Tobiro. Even Drake was shown as well. So we should have known that something was going to happen if they was going to show him in his full dinosaur form. They showed Sasaki in his full dinosaur form. They showed Black Maria in her spider form. And they showed Ulti in her full Pachycephalosaurus. And everyone. It didn't say smile fruit user though. So I wonder. So if it's not a smile, then why does it have like an additional face down there with teeth and a tongue? It doesn't say smile. So is the uniqueness of it that it has an additional face in it? Because that's where her torso's supposed to be. Well, the lower half of her torso. So I wonder what kind of ancient spiders were crawling around back in the day. The kind that would probably be the size of a full-on semi, I would like to believe, because bugs were big back then. Really big. It's because Black Maria's design is like that of a Jodogumo yokai. She reminds me of that yokai you fight in the first Neo game. The Spider-Woman one. I forget her name. I forget the Spider-Woman's yokai name, but she automatically reminds me of that. But to find out that she's an ancient spider type as well. It's no wonder Sanji hasn't been able to break out of those bonds. Because that spider silk is far more unique. Also, I want to point out here that there's a lot of women here in this pleasure hall. And I want to note that one of them looks like the snake-necked teacher that we saw in Wano earlier, when she was teaching about how Orochi's the greatest, and that Oden and anyone who followed him were just idiots, and they were teaching the children wrong. One of them looks like the exact same teacher that was teaching those kids when we were first shown how life is in Wano. One of them looks just like that teacher because her neck stretches on along as well, and I believe she has a flower in her hair too. So that's exactly what she looks like. But the fact that Sanji's literally has all these people who want to take him down, but he's still thinking like, I'm surrounded by all these women. Is this heaven? Completely ignoring the situation, he's still simping. I know I'm in these bonds, but I'm surrounded by women. Women. Nothing but women. Is this heaven? Like, bruh, you are in the midst of the enemy. They want to kill you, and all you can think about is, I'm surrounded by women. This is heaven. I'm in heaven. And I'm bound inside my arms, I can hardly speak. That was an old I Love Lucy song I was trying to paraphrase. But still, Sanji's dealing with Black Maria. Frankie's dealing with Sasaki. Jinbei's dealing with Who's Who. And Page One and Ulti are barging their way into outside Onigashima in order to catch up to where Nami and Usopp are and trying to find them. Actually, hold on. There's something I never did take notice of. What is... Oh, that's something that I never took notice of right here when when Page One and Uzi were speaking, they messed up Hihimaru. I never noticed this, but I was like, what is this right here? But they messed up Hihimaru. He's all bloodied and beaten, so Hihimaru is down. Have I seen? I have spider phobia and any bug phobia. You have spider phobia and any bug phobia? Well, I hope and pray that that's something that gets, resolved, because bugs are everywhere, even if it's getting cold outside. The moment it heats up, they all just come back in mass. So just be careful, all right? Just be careful how you go about that. Well, he did spend about 2 years on an island filled with Okamas. Yes, he did, but he was running away from them. Here, they're all women, and he knows they're women, and he just can't stop. He just can't stop himself. Black Maria almost looks like that one Dark Souls boss. One of the sisters of Izalith. One of the sisters of Izalith, I believe one of their names is Keylog or something. Sisters of Izalith. I know which one you're talking about. One of the spider bosses you have to fight, and another one is kind of peaceful and you can speak to them. One of them is called Quilana, and the other one is called Quilog. Okay, so I was kind of off with their name. So Black Maria is straight up like Quilog. I love your live reaction, especially your voice acting. I'm subbing. Well, I would like to believe that I bring a certain level of entertainment for all the people here as well. So thank you. I look forward to entertaining you more in the future. We got some more Cyberpunk popping up tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. I will make it a habit of quick saving often, because I've already run into about 3 crashes already, but I'm playing on the PS4, which is kind of like the lowest bar that I could be playing on right now. But overall, this was a great chapter. It got me out of my seat because she mentioned Ace. So this is a 9 out of 10 chapter. And this is a setup chapter as well. This isn't... Well, we did get a lot of reveals, such as the Zoan forms of the rest of the Tobiropo, which was good. And we also got to find out that there was a statue that used to be at the front of the island, but it was destroyed. But it was destroyed by Ace, so they had to remove it. And hopefully we get to find out even more history about Ace in the next chapter next week. I'm looking forward to it. I know I said this before, but I cannot wait until you react to Jujutsu Kaisen. I gotta add that to my list of things to do. I really do, because a lot of people want me to react to a lot. Like this week's Death Battle, the Rock Lee versus Sanji fight. And I still owe CJ a reaction to Epic Rap Battles of History. Don't think I forgot about that. I told you I was going to react to some videos of that, and I will. I'm going to get to it. I just need to find time for it. But now we got people set up with these different fights with all these zones. Are we finally going to see just how powerful the Straw Hats are going to be against them? Because as you know, that old school panel trip, as you know, Zoan users have the highest durability of any Devil Fruit users. Whereas, have a question, where did I get that Den Den Mushi ringtone, and does it have the gotcha option when the call ends or when you answer the call? No, unfortunately it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that gotcha. It doesn't have that. But I got mines from a mobile site called Zedge. A mobile site called Zedge. Well, not mobile site, but a mobile app called Zedge. And I just looked up Den Den Mushi or Transponder Snail, and that's what I have as my ringtone. But, you guys know that Zone users have the highest defense out of all Devil Fruit users. And they also boast, like, high strength as well. So this is going to be the highest... This is going to be the possibly the toughest form, the toughest fights that most of these Straw Hats are going to be in, because they have to deal with not only the durability and strength of durability of zones, but also their monstrous strength as well. Especially ancient types. Above all types, ancient types tend to be some of the most powerful versions of zones that we've seen. So this is going to be a real test of just how strong are the Straw Hats once they start fighting each respective Tobiropo. So that's going to be the real question right there. But overall, this was a great chapter. I enjoyed it. They also recover pretty quickly. You know what? It's time for an info dump. I do this sometimes with My Hero Academia. It's time we do this for One Piece as well. So, let's see. Strengths for Zoan. The primary strength of Zoan-type fruits is improving the user's physical capabilities and attributes, far surpassing the raw physical power of a typical human. This was demonstrated by Lucci and Kaku, whose their attacks became exponentially more powerful when they activated their human beast hybrid forms. Zoan fruits give the user the ability to augment their pre-existing strength and abilities with the strength and abilities of the animal that they transform into. As stated by Rob Lucci, Zoan users are able to further increase their physical strength through training. So, in addition to the enhancement of the user's physical capabilities, Zoan fruit powers possess a large variety of strengths that are mainly dependent on the kind of animal that the fruit allows the user to transform into. By transforming into the animal form or the animal hybrid form, Zoan users gain the features of the animal that they do not have in their normal states. So we have mythical types gain these advantages to a more extreme degree, as their animal typically possess special supernatural powers that are impossible for naturally existing animals to possess or obtain. For example, the Phoenix Zoan allows the user to generate flames that have healing properties, granting the user the ability to regenerate from attack damage and healing others to a degree. Then we have inanimate objects, but I want to go down to ancient types. Ancient types is where things get really, really interesting, because they have strength. They have strength that is different from that. Okay, ancient types. Ancient literally meaning ancient type system. Ancient Zonkei Kodaishu is a subclass of Zoan that allows the user to transform into ancient extinct animals such as dinosaurs. Ancient Zoan fruits are much rarer than regular Zoans. It is implied that ancient Zoans be so greater physical strength than normal Zoans, in keeping with what has been exhibited by those wielding ancient Zoan powers. For example, Drake in his Allosaurus form easily bit into a pacifista's harder than steel armor. Jack made concrete buildings collapse with a swing of his mammoth trunk. King could knock over the Queen Mama Chanter by ramming it in his Pteranodon form. Page 1, a Spinosaurus human hybrid, was able to physically match a raid suit Sanji donning Sanji in battle, and Ulti, as a Pachycephalosaurus human hybrid, could overpower Luffy by just grabbing hold of him. Ancient Zoans also have much greater durability compared to other Zoans. Page 1, for example, could recover quickly from strong attacks by both Sanji wearing his raid suit and Luffy using Gear 3rd. With only minor damage, and Ulti was able to recover quickly from being struck by Yamato's Kanabo. Queen survived a brief but intense onslaught from the immensely strong Big Mom and was back on his feet soon after. So that's the strength of Zoan types. Zoan types have strength and durability that far outclasses normal Zoans. So, like I said, this is probably going to be some of the toughest fights that the Straw Hats see themselves in. So, it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Let me see. I'm sure Jack is almost ready to fight again. Even after fighting all those minks. Super healing, swampy English. It's all good, Kohagen. Would that be appropriate for Chapter 1000? Hold on, let me see what you said. Chapter 1000 is Ace versus Kaido, and Ace gets captured. Who knows? They should have an app and cell phone cover that has both the various faces of the Den Mushis and the rings and end call sound effects. If only you could have like a special sound effect that happens after a call is done. If I could just get a gotcha when I answer or accept a call, that would be absolutely sick. But it hasn't progressed that far. But overall, this was a great chapter. I enjoyed it. How long have I gone on for? 34 minutes? Not bad. It's not bad at all. You guys know I tend to go for about an hour, but I just don't want to drone on. One thing I'm looking forward to for the next chapter is the possible showing of the flashback of when Yamato and Ace met. I would love to see that. But if that happens, I would not be surprised. Oh, well, actually, with as long as flashbacks tend to go, we could be, if this turns into a flashback segment of when Yamato met Ace, we could see a moment where chapter 1000 is in that flashback. Just saying, we could see that moment happen. We could have the 1000 chapters be in the flashback of when Ace meets Yamato and then their adventures going on from there. Or we could just see it resolved in one full chapter, but I don't know about that. So if we do start doing another flashback, then chapter 1000 may be in that flashback, and chapter 1000 has to be a significant chapter in that flashback that pretty much, I mean, it's going to be the 1000 chapter. If we are in, what floor is Kaido on again? The 6th floor? No, he's on the roof. He is on the roof. He's on the roof. That's where the 9 Scabbards and where Kinemon and the rest of them are. Kaido's on the roof right now. That's where he went the moment the 9 Scabbards stabbed into him, and they dropped him down into a lower floor, and then he turned into a dragon, and then flew straight up to the roof and started to fight him there, and Kaido's been there ever since. That's where everyone is trying to get to. Marco's going to take Zoro up to the next floor. Luffy's making his way up there because Jinbei stayed behind in order to take on Who's Who, and everyone's taking on their respective Toby Roppo, but Kaido's on the roof right now. But we could possibly see chapter 1000 in the middle of a flashback. So something significant has to happen with chapter 1000 in the middle of if we get a flashback. Something significant in that flashback is going to spell the end for Kaido. It has to. There has to be something significant has to happen in chapter 1000 if we end up going into a flashback. It has to. It either could be the weakness of Kaido, how he's invincible, what he is he a giant, is he a dragon that could assume human form? There's lots of theories that you can pull together for this, but when we get to chapter 1000, that's going to be the benchmark for when we find out how things are going to go for the Straw Hats and for pretty much everyone else that is fighting on Onigashima. I can't tell whether I want to say it as Onigashima or Onigashima. I can't tell if I want to do that. But chapter 1000 is going to be that moment where it's either something's going to happen in the flashback or something's going to happen in the present day that's going to spell, like, the scales, so to speak, for either of those one sides. But we only got to wait until next week in order to find that out. But I think next week, just letting you guys know, will it be anticlimactic if Oda shows Sabo being captured in that chapter? I don't know. I mean, it would just put a lot of people's theories about what happened to Sabo during the whole Reverie thing to rest. But I don't know if people would like that angle, though. I don't know. But I'm just letting you guys know this now for the next week of when I'm going to be doing reactions. I actually have to stay at church a little bit longer because we're going to be possibly recording can you post a YouTube link about the Den Den Mushi thing? Sure, go ahead. But I'm going to be at church a little bit longer because we're going to be recording for 2 services. So that way we don't have to worry about the next service going over. So if I do get out late, I probably won't try and post an early stream for you guys to wait on until I am absolutely sure that I get out. And I don't know what time I'm going to get out. So when I'm home is when I'll set the stream up for you guys. I'm just letting you guys know now, just in case you're expecting me to have it ready at 11. More than likely, that will not happen for you guys for this next chapter of One Piece, and then I'll just move on from there. But I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time for all the people that are here. I'm just letting you know that the next scheduled stream for One Piece next week on Sunday, I probably won't have up ready by 11, possibly not even 12. It may be 1, but I'll see. As soon as I get home, I'll get it set up for you guys. But I'm just letting you know that I won't be here early, like I have been. I'm just letting you guys know now. But overall, this was a fun chapter. Hey, Karma, what's going on? Why can't people understand that eventually Kaido will lose to Luffy? Otherwise, the 20 years that Wano has gone through all that madness, yeah, would be for nothing. Yeah. So, honestly, I can't wait to see what happens there. But there's not much else. Can you imagine if Kaido does like an L and just leaves flying with Onigashima after losing? He just has a flying island out there in the ocean. Ain't no way no one's just gonna tune that out. Why have I been streaming for 40 minutes? Because I got home early. And I started at 11. And I started at 11:10. I got home early. And I started at 11:10. I put up 11:40 as a placeholder mark because I didn't know how early I was going to get back. So I actually got home at 11, but I had to take Jet out, so that pushed me past 11:05. So then I put it at 10. I'm sure Ace gave him one heck of a fight. Might even gave Kaido some damage. That remains to be seen because we have never seen Kaido's back. So who knows? Maybe Ace actually did something. But I'm not going to keep you guys any longer because it's already on 40 minutes and I want to go ahead and get this My Hero Academia reaction going. Wow. Only a couple of minutes and it already starts to lose that fizz. Oh, well. But that's all I got for you guys. Sorry that you came in. Sorry that you came in at the last minute, Karma. But I wanted to get this chapter started as early as I could. And then I'm going to go ahead and get My Hero Academia set up. I already got the thumbnail ready, so it should only take like within 5 minutes of me doing that. So it shouldn't take long for you guys. But overall, I enjoyed it. Pretty sure Ace got bodied by Kaido. The only way we're going to find out is if we see Yamato's flashback of when Ace made his way to Onigashima. That's the only way. Is that Sprite Cranberry? No, that's just a regular version. That's just a regular version. I'm a don't fix what ain't broke kind of guy, so if the regular version of Sprite works for me, then that's just the one I stick to. I will say this, though. The Lemon Lime Mountain Dew, even though it was a limited edition when it was up, I preferred drinking that to regular Mountain Dew. Because it reminded me of a mixture of Sprite and Mellow Yellow at the same time, but not as overly strong. Thanks so much. Great reaction as usual. Thank you, DX Ducks. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to move on to my Hero Academia stream and go ahead and get that started as well. But the only way we find out is by using common sense. Well, the only way we find out is when Oda gives us this chapter next week. I enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video, hopefully my Hero Academia stream. And if you're new here, I'm confused. Was Ace in Wano by himself? I forgot. We only got knowledge that Ace was in Wano when Yamato was first speaking to Luffy. And she dropped the name of Ace saying, like, you're Ace's brother, aren't you? I know Ace. He's a friend of mine. And then it just left off. This is the first time we see about Ace again within that time. So yeah, now we're going to find out more information of what Ace was doing in Wano. Well, Yamato told us he was there to kill Kaido. But we'll talk about that some other time. We'll talk about that when it comes up in the next chapter. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you have to beat a brand new person here, Ace one-shot Kaido, I don't believe so. Because I don't think so. I don't think so. We have to see. We have to see. We have to see. If I keep going, it's going to be 50 minutes from now. But that's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you have to be a new person here and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. What you doing up there with two logos? Two logos ain't supposed to be up there. This thing trying to mess me up, y'all. It's trying to mess me up. Two logos ain't supposed to be up there. This thing trying to mess me up, y'all.